What is going on, guys? I was gonna come on here. We was gonna have a smooth night, but then the NFL decided to collude against Shedeur Sanders. So that's what we're gonna start this off with. And this is gonna be a long rant. So if you don't want to hear me rant, I'll put where I stopped the ranting at the bottom of the screen. So Shedeur Sanders comes into the season as the number two, possibly number three at worst quarterback, right? Finishes the season finishes the season as the clear number two quarterback. Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders, Jackson Dart, Jalen Milroe. That was and then there was a drop off. Then it was Jackson Dart and Jalen Milroe, right? No games have been played since the last game and the draft, right? Shedeur Sanders managed to drop all the way out of the first round. And honestly, I was gonna record this and I was gonna be mad at the Giants, but I'm not even really mad at the Giants no more because it's the Giants. So I shouldn't even be surprised that they took Jackson Dart. I'm gonna let you soak that up because he looks like a New York Giants quarterback. If you catch my drift, so I shouldn't even be upset about that, right? I'm upset about the guy works hard all 4 years in college. He does what he's supposed to do. And is he a little arrogant? Yeah. Is he a little like prickly, rough around the edges? Yeah. But are we about football and winning games, or are we about this beauty contest? Because if we about a beauty contest and people not looking, being prickly and all that, we can go do step shows and stuff like that. This is a man's game. I don't give a f how arrogant he is, because on that field he's a monster. He's never. I saw people calling him a thug and everything else. He's never showed on the field that he's like that. He's a gamer. You've never heard any like real super duper negative things coming out of him. We've watched this guy grow up from his reality show up until right now. We've seen this. We've seen him from step one up until now. We saw him at Jackson State. Did he say some questionable things there? Yes, he's a baby essentially. Guy's only 20 something, right? What was you doing? You was 20 something, like. So, and then he goes to Colorado, plays excellent. He made mistakes. He made mistakes, and but there were never character concerns. I I was on the whole thing. I've never heard character concerns from him. It's not like Aaron Rodgers where you have like character concerns and be like he's yelling at teammates and he's like doing the Cam Newton back in the day when Cam Newton used to fall all over the place, and there were never those concerns. And Cam Ward goes first. Shout out to Cam Ward. I don't want to take away his day. He went first. He went to the Titans. We will be covering the Titans this season. I can't wait to see what he does in the NFL. Um, and then there's a trade to Jacksonville. We know Jacksonville is not taking a quarterback. We know that already, right? They take Travis Hunter. Shout out to Travis Hunter. It's going to be excellent. I get a chance to watch a lot of his games because he's going to play Houston twice and he's going to play the Titans twice. So I'll get to see him all season long. And so all of that, and then once he gets past the Giants again, he gets past a lot. He gets past Cleveland, he gets past New Orleans, and we're like, oh, he's gonna go to the Steelers. And so draft goes on, and the one that really irks me, and the one that really pisses me off, is this. I don't even have the. I don't literally the draft is in 5 minutes ago, so I'm going off memory. They literally have nobody. I think it's Skylar something and Mason Rudolph for like the fourth time. I'm gonna put it up on the screen because I took a picture of it when they were showing it. If the picture is gray, it's grainy. That's why I was sitting on my couch when I took the picture. And instead of drafting your future and taking a chance on them, y'all draft a defensive freaking tackle that you don't need because your defense is good already. You're not winning nothing in the division alone. This might be the year that they don't make the playoffs. This might be the year that Pittsburgh don't make the playoffs. Because you're telling me you had a. I'm not even going to sit here and say he's a future superstar. Everybody knows I speak highly of Shedeur. I think Shedeur is going to be great. My high end Shedeur was Peyton Manning or Tom Brady with legs. My low end is Jacoby Brissett. So somewhere in the middle. But he's gonna be better than the two bums you got in your locker room. Bum is relative there in the NFL, blah blah blah. I understand it, but NFL standard, these two guys are bums. And you pass on him for some defensive tackle that's probably not even gonna play much this year for your first round pick. And then here comes the Giants and they draft Jackson Dart. And this is not really an indictment on Jackson Dart. It's a Josh Allen problem where you look the part, and so they use you. It's a example, Caitlin Clarkson. You look the part, and they use you for what they want to use you for. So that Jackson Dart better be good because when Cleveland, and I'm calling it, when Cleveland drafts Shedeur, Jackson Dart better be starting. Either this year or next year. He better be far away the best player out of them two. Because if he's not, I don't want to hear about blah blah blah. Josh Allen comparisons. Joe Cladd and others are saying the offense that he ran. If I hate to even throw this card, but I'm gonna do it. If Jackson Dart was black, they would say he doesn't have the mental capacity to play the position and he has to learn and sit. That's what they be saying, because his plays were scripted last season. With, if I'm not mistaken, Lane Kiffin, his plays were scripted, and just ridiculous, just ultimately ridiculous. And yeah, we're gonna see what he's about. We're really gonna see what he's about, and I hope he plays with a chip on the shoulder. I'm talking about Shedeur. Hope Shedeur plays with a chip on the shoulder, and we're gonna cover Shedeur wherever he goes this season. And the collusion against him to prove a point is absolutely ridiculous. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Just freaking awful. I just hate to see it. I absolutely hate to see it. And so some other great things. One more thing on Shedeur. He's either gonna go to Cleveland or he's gonna go to New Orleans. It's one of the two. If they pass on him, I don't even know what to say. Y'all might not even see me the rest of the week. But Shedeur side, Travis Hunter, like I said earlier, went to Jacksonville. That's a good spot. He's from Florida. He'll be really good there. Protecting Justin Fields. The Jets were able to get an offensive lineman. I'll put him on the board. The Jets were able to get offensive linemen to help protect their young Justin Fields. Y'all all know I believe in Justin Fields. He played well, but I don't know if he's really a season raiser, a ceiling raiser to this extent in his career. But let's give him an offensive line. Let's give him a decent receiver in Garrett Wilson, and let's see what happens. He played well when he was those 6-7 games he played for Pittsburgh. I don't know why they didn't sign him. They'd rather have Mason Rudolph, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine. And his supreme athletic ability is going to get him out of a lot of trouble that he's going to get into inevitably for playing for the Jets. So we're going to cover him as long as we can until they're out of playoff contention or unless something interesting happens to them. So stay tuned for them. Not protecting. The Raiders move up. Well, not move up, but the Raiders take Aston Genty, right? He is trying to rebuild. He being Pete Carroll. He's trying to rebuild the 2012 Seattle Seahawks. I would not be surprised if he went out there to go get some big receiver or big tight end. Some big corners to replicate Richard Sherman and that Legion of Boom. He got his Russell Wilson and Geno Smith. Like, he's trying to recreate that team. And I see where he's going. I expect Seattle's next few picks to be corners, to build that defense up. And I think this is what he's doing as a head coach. Spacing. I almost said Seattle. That's what he's doing as a head coach to rebuild the Raiders. He's trying to make it in that Super Bowl image. So expect the Raiders to go up and get some questionable defensive players, but they're going to work in Pete's offense or Pete's defense. So that's what I think. So that's really my opinion for round one. Shedeur deserved better. Shout out to Travis. Shout out to name just escaped me. Aston Genty. Shout out to Aston Genty. And when Travis gets drafted tomorrow, we'll be here to talk about it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.